and welcome to Ecobuild 2017. I'm here with Chryse Tinsley, the landscape planner at Leicester City Council. Thanks for joining us today.
No problem.
So you spoke about climate proofing through innovative delivery of flood alleviation this morning. What is Leicester Council's surface water management plan?
Our surface water management plan is something we got produced externally, but it looks at the risks that Leicester could suffer from extreme weather events. So obviously it looks at the threats from the river itself, but more importantly, surface water management, it looks at the risks from where the water falls and the reasons that can create a problem. So even though you may be on top of a hill, it may be that your water could threaten some really important infrastructure, or your water gathers with other people's water and ends up all rushing down and creating a flood event. So the surface water management plan identifies critical drainage areas and hotspots. That gives us in planning much more opportunity to force developers to do better in terms of managing the surface water within their own sites.
And following on from your plan, what difficulties do you face when implementing the water management strategy?
We meet resistance from developers who see us as creating problems, creating expense, delaying planning approval, and expecting things other authorities may not be expecting. We are fortunate at the city in that we work really closely and we put up a united front, and we go out of our way to help developers. So we'll give them advice, we'll identify schemes that they could copy. We do everything we can to make it as painless as possible, to the extent that we're now working on a technical document that will show approaches that, should developers apply them, they are likely to gain adoption. We can't say 100%, but we can take some of the uncertainty out for the developers, and that is starting to make the difference.
And in terms of SUDs, how do we improve awareness at the planning stage?
I think we keep talking about them until we're all complete SUDs bores. I give presentations to planning committee. I run something called a county-wide SUDs group. I take people out to see schemes. I work with the districts, with their planners. We share knowledge, we share problems. It's about everybody's growing understanding of the fact that we can't hope flooding will go away. It's with us. We cannot improve our existing underground pipe system to sufficient capacity to manage it, and I'm not sure we should do that anyway. We've got lots of opportunities in cities to find storage areas for ephemeral wetlands. We can open up former channels, actually improving the environment. We can plant trees, they all help. It's about getting the knowledge out there, working through the other disciplines, just telling the story and showing good examples, good case studies. And it's exciting.
And do you think there needs to be a national approach to SUDs rather than just local?
Well, there is. It's not as strong as it could be. I always tell people to look at Syria guidance. There's some excellent Syria guidance out there. If I was being cynical, I could cite developers who always assure me that they've read it all, and clearly they haven't. There is a lot of good practice out there. You have to recognise that people applying for planning permission, they've got a million things to think about. There's affordable housing, there's energy targets, there's all sorts of things. So we've got to remember that this is just one part of what they're trying to do, and I think we have to go out of our way to provide help and guidance and support.
Right, so raise awareness of SUDs,
always
keep it in front of their mind.
Yeah, keep it in front of their mind, but be mindful that they have other things they've got to achieve planning permission.
Yes.
And that matters. And if people are losing money, they're not going to like you if they see you as the obstacle. Yes. So don't be the obstacle, be the support.
Yes. Okay, thanks very much for talking to us today.